Morning dear students. Today we are going to learn tenses. Here tenses is an important factor in English learning. Tenses tells us about how much action over and it tells us time of the action. It tells us time of the action. Tenses tells us time of the action. It tells whether the action is completed in past or present, or is it going to take place in future. So according to that, tenses has three types: past, present and future. And each tense is divided into four parts, four subparts, like simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Perfect continuous means these three main tenses are divided into four subparts. So we will get 12 parts of the tenses. We will get here 12 kinds of tenses in English. So today we are going to learn only simple tenses. Today we are going to learn only here simple tenses. Those who are learning here English from 5th standard to 10th, even after year 10th also, these tenses are going to be very important topic of grammar for English learners. So those who are now first of all, they are going to study tenses. First of all, I want to request them. They should learn different types or different kinds of or different forms of verbs. There are four forms of verbs are there: V1, V2, V3 and V4, that is verb ing. So these are called conjugation of verbs. I request all the students, so please first of all learn all these verb forms like go, went, gone and going. Go, went, gone, going. These are the verb forms. So if you learn first of all such kind of the verb forms, then you will easily learn tenses. So please learn these here such kind of the verb forms. First of all, we are going to learn here simple present tense. So what is here simple present tense? Why it is used? This one we are going to learn. If we want to express our regular actions, our habitual actions, we use simple present tense. What is mean by habitual actions? The actions which we do daily, regularly, such actions are presented through the simple present tense. For example, I take bath every day. I take bath every day. I brush regularly. She takes milk daily. So these actions are there which we are going to do daily. So such actions are presented through the simple present tense. So what we have learned here, simple present is used for habitual actions. Used for habitual actions. Second is for universal truths. for universal truths. For universal truths also we use simple present tense. For example, the moon revolves around the earth. The moon revolves around the earth. So, for universal truths means universal facts also we use here simple present tense. We use for habitual actions also. Understood? For general truths also we use here simple present tense. So, what format is used in simple present tense? We use subject plus V1 plus yes, es plus object. Subject plus V1 plus yes or es plus object. So this one we use. When we use here yes and es, just have a look. Many students get confused where to use yes form or yes or es form of the verb. What is there here? With I, we, you, they, we use only V1 form of the verb. With I, we, you, they, we use V1. Whereas with he, she, it, we use V1 plus yes or es form of the verb. We use he, she, it. These are third person singular subjects. These are third person singular subjects and we use here V1 plus yes or es. Whereas with I, we, you, they, we use V1. We'll see some examples. I write neatly. I write neatly. Here we write neatly. They write neatly. Here he writes neatly. Srushti writes neatly. Just see. We have taken here write as a common verb there here. With I, we, you, they, such kind of the verb we are subject we are using only write verb, and with he and Srushti here she we have used here yes form of the verb. Means whenever third person singular subject is there, we should use yes form of the verb. Please note down these here examples. So, dear students, we have seen here positive statement. In positive statement of simple present tense, what we use? Subject plus V1 plus yes or es form of the verb plus object. And here in comparison with we are going to learn now negative statement in simple present tense. What we use in negative statement? Subject plus do or does plus not plus V1 plus object. So I sing a song. Here it becomes I don't sing a song. You sing a song. You don't sing a song. They sing a song. They don't sing a song. Chaitanya cries at home. Chaitanya doesn't cry at home. Ragini cleans her room. Ragini doesn't clean her room. By these examples, in negative statement, we will come to know where to use do and where to use don't. where to use do and with when subjects I, we, you, they will be there here. In negative we should use do not plus V1. Whereas with he, she, it means third person singular, here does plus not plus V1 we should use. With I, we, you, they we use do not plus V1, whereas he, she, it we use does plus not plus V1. Am I clear to you? Now we are going to learn yes no type questions or verbal questions in simple present tense. We have learnt already here positive statement and negative statement. Now we are going to learn here yes no type questions and verbal questions. So we saw that here. One example we will see here now. Archana plays cricket. Archana plays cricket. This one simple statement is there. So what here plays, why we have used here plays, as Archana is third person singular subject. So we have used here yes form of the verb. If we want to make here yes no type question, so what we need to see that here we have seen in negative with she we have used here does as auxiliary verb. So the same does we are going to use here. For example, Archana doesn't play cricket. Archana doesn't play cricket. So what is this here? It is negative statement we have made here earlier. Negative. Which auxiliary verb we have used here? Does. So the same does, what we should do, we should keep it in front of the subject to make yes no type question. Does Archana play cricket? Put one question mark. So this is the yes no type question. Does Archana play cricket? Just see here what format we have used. Do oblique does plus subject plus V1 plus object or complement also and question mark. This is the format of yes no type questions. One thing I want to tell you here, make sure you should not use yes form of the verb with do or does. Whenever we are using do or does in here statement as auxiliary verb, you should not use yes form or es form of the verb. For example, they invite us. They invite us. So they is plural here, and we have learnt with they we should use here do as auxiliary verb. So we will make directly a yes no type question here. Do they invite us? Do they invite us? He makes funny faces. He makes funny faces. Does he make funny faces? Does he make funny faces? Put question mark there here. So we have learned here yes no type questions. Now we are going to learn WH questions. Do you know earlier yes no type questions also, why they are called yes no type questions? Because that questions answer we give in yes or no. For example, do you like chocolate? Yes, I. Yes, I do. So these questions answers we start with yes or no. That's why we call those questions as yes no type questions. What about these WH questions then? These WH questions start with WH question word. And these WH question sentences answer we need to give in a full sentence. We can't give these here questions answer in yes or no. So we'll see first of all format of the statement. WH question word plus do, does plus subject plus V1 plus question mark. This is the format. For example, they read books. They read books. If underline is given to they, what we need to do there here? They should be the answer of the question what we are going to frame. Such kind of the question we need to frame there here. For example, who do read books? Who do read books? So what answer will be there here? They read books. Krishna blows flute. Krishna blows flute. So underline is there to the flute. What answer question we should make here? What? Krishna is third person singular. So we should use here do or does? Does. What does Krishna blow? Once again I am telling you, we should not use yes form of the verb with do or does. Third statement, it runs fast. It runs fast. Underline is there to the fast. So what question we should make here? How does it run? How does it run? So by this way we should learn here tenses. In this way we have finished now simple present tense. So in next video we are going to learn here simple past and simple future tense. I hope you understood the content. If any queries are there, if any doubts are there, you are free to ask me questions. Thank you.